think a lot of women get online and make videos like that because they want to brag. Oh my God, a guy actually asked me out. Let me go online and tell everybody, like, girl, if you get asked out a lot or if guys approach you a lot and
Reality check. Some people actually need it. Unfortunately, it can't come from just anybody because there are only a certain few amount of individuals from whom they'll take a reality check. The funny thing is, that's what normally would have been the case. But in this day and age, now you have a whole sect of individuals who speak with each other, and you would think that they would be able to take the reality check from those individuals because they talk about the code that they have. And the group about whom I'm speaking is the sisterhood. See, they talk about girl code and being a girl's girl and all that stuff. So you would think that they would be able to take criticism from other quote unquote girls. But nowadays, yeah, that's not the case because they like saying the things. So they like virtue signaling to get all the praise from being a quote unquote girl's girl until another girl goes to check them. Then they try to check the checker. Well, in this case, there was a young lady who decided to tell the young lady from the previous video that I did that she might be kind of punching above her weight when it comes to ego because there are certain people who can have a little bit of an ego because of their accomplishments or how they look or something like that. Michael Jordan can have a bit of an ego because you look at what it is he does, what it is he's done, and what it is that he is, and who it is that he is. You can say that. You can look at a Halle Berry and say, well, based on how she looks, she can be like that because Halle Berry now looks better than doggone 20 something year olds. And she's like in her freaking 50s. It's freaking crazy, right? But this young lady is going to actually try to have a conversation, so to speak, with the female from the previous video from a distance. And we're going to react to this video and see what it is that she said to her because I tried to have a conversation with her, and the conversation, the fictional one that I had, seemed to go good, but I don't know how it would go in real life. Well, let's see how this young lady spoke to her about what seems to be an inflated ego.
man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee. So
Y'all see the look on, on her face right here when she finished talking? The look on her face was like, come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. So she's doing the scratch her head thing. So this is about to be an interesting response to that video. I've already done mine. Let's see what she says.
social media really got a lot of y'all portraying yourselves online in a way that you would never portray yourself in real life because you know that's not who you really are.
Facts.
Some women gotta be very, very grateful that someone even asked them on a date. I'm gonna be
Mm, mm. Did y'all hear that shot? That shot's fired. Some people got to be grateful because somebody even asked them on a date. And that's facts. Because some people's sexual marketplace value is not what they think it is. It's funny because when they talk about the 1 to 10 scale, there's a guy, KS, who passed away, and he used to say, you can't use seven. And the reason he said you can't use seven is because seven is a safe number. Seven is a number that says, I'm not saying I'm too high, but that's a number that puts me above the norm, well above the norm to where I feel like, yeah, I'm that girl, but nobody can tell me I shot too high. He like, no, let's get rid of that number. Now let's ask you what you think you are. And it forces people to have to be honest if they're honest. If they're not honest, Then they sit up here and act like they're hiding what they are.
Completely honest with you, I don't believe that anybody asked her on a coffee date at all. I'm trying to figure out, why am I seeing so many videos of women against coffee dates? I can almost put money on it that she in particular does not get asked out on dates often.
See, hey, she said it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Don't come for me. I don't care if you do, but she said it. She said she doesn't even think she was asked out on a coffee date. And this is the thing. I thought about that yesterday. I was like, I wonder if somebody even asked her, because I had to think about the type of guy who would ask her out on a date. Now, again, we know that some guys will ask females out on a date who have a lower SMV because they think that they can, you know, get some intimacy out of it in some kind of way because she may have lower standards. But then there are those guys who are kind of on their sexual marketplace value scale, and they kind of look like them big, really big dudes who aren't too attractive. And my thing is, if he asked her out, these types of females, and I'm not joking about this, y'all can go look this up. A lot of the times, those females don't like guys who are their size. You'll ask them, what's your preference? And they'll say some guy who looks like Henry Cavill. And you're like, ma'am, you do know you're what they call plus size. We know what it actually is, but quote unquote plus size. You want a guy who looks like Superman? Yeah, that's how they think. So I was wondering, did somebody really ask her out? And then I said, they did. What type of guy was it? So I'm thinking the same thing that this young lady's thinking.
I think a lot of women get online and make videos like that because they want to brag. Oh my God, a guy actually asked me out. Let me go online and tell everybody, like, girl, if you get asked out a lot, or if guys approach you a lot and you're used to saying no, that's not a conversation to have online.
Both of those were facts. Both of those were facts. Them wanting to come online and say, "Oh, I want to tell somebody that somebody asked me out," to try to get some clout. But at the same time, think about it. If you're used to getting something a lot, it doesn't even mean anything to you if somebody comes to you with that same thing. This is why it's not good to inflate females' egos in their comment sections, in their DMs, because I've done that before. All of us in the past have done that before until we woke up, because we just want to express ourselves. We're like, man, this chick looks good. I want to tell her that she looks good. Until you realize what females actually are, not who they are, what they are. And once you realize what they are, you understand, nah, you can't do that. Because I saw a female who was underage getting compliments from guys who were underage, and she had her DMs open and was reading them on a video. Dude, it had to be like 100 DMs from guys. And she was like 15. And all these young guys were hitting her. And I'm sitting there like, and she was making fun of a couple of them. Because one guy said, "You're so pretty," but he like spelled it PW, with like pretty. He spelled it like that. And she was making fun of the guy. Now, mind you, he's complimenting her and she's making fun of him. She was so nonchalant about it. Why? Because females who get attention a lot are just kind of like, But she got asked on a coffee date. She didn't get a Birkin bag. She didn't get asked to go on a cruise or to get flown out or nothing. Just coffee. And she's like, "Oh, I got to come on and tell everybody that I got asked out on a coffee date." Why? Because I'm kind of with this young lady right here. It doesn't seem like that she gets asked out often. So it seemed like something about which she can talk and be excited for a change.
But when you're not always being approached, get online and brag like, "Oh my God, someone asked me on a coffee date." Girl, be happy somebody asked you out, because the comments already ripping you a new. Be for real.
Rip her a new one. I knew that was going to happen, because again, you're not trying to be mean. You're just being honest. The reason that it seems mean is because of the fact that you have to tell somebody something that they seem to not be understanding themselves. Like, you see yourself in the mirror every day. You do, I do. This young lady on the screen does. The young lady to whom I reacted yesterday and to whom she's reacting right now. We all see ourselves in the mirror every day. For you to see yourself in the mirror, see everybody else around you, see the females on the television shows, see the females on Instagram, the quote unquote IG models, and you still say to yourself, I'm a 10. Or you tell yourself that you're a number that's way past your actual sexual marketplace value. That's delusion. So when someone tells you something that goes against that, it can look mean, especially if the person to whom you're speaking really has a low SMV. Now, it's different if the person is, say, 5 or a 6 and they're saying they're a 10. That's a little bit different. But if the person's like a 3, yeah, it's going to hit them really hard and seem really mean when you tell them, ma'am, you're not a 10.
Social media really got a lot of y'all portraying yourselves online in a way that you would never portray yourself in real life, because you know that's not who you really are. Some women gotta be very, very grateful that someone even asked them on a date. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't believe that anybody asked her on a coffee date at all. I'm trying to figure out, why am I seeing so many videos of women against coffee dates? I can almost put money on it that she in particular does not get asked out on dates often. I think a lot of women get online and make videos like that because they want to brag. Oh my God, a guy actually asked me out. Let me go online and tell everybody. Like, girl, if you get asked out a lot, or if guys approach you a lot and you know you're used to saying no, that's not a conversation to have online. But when you're not always being approached, get online and brag like, oh my God, someone asked me on a coffee date. Girl, be happy somebody asked you out, because the comments already ripping you a new. Be for real.
Grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And, of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.